Why? Well, for one, it feels different sitting right here. It's odd, to say the least. I don't know. Ever since I started my new job, it has literally taken has what it has literally taken like all my time. Um the first probably 4 days were the worst. It's getting better. I'm to the point where I can actually walk after my shift, which sounds so crazy, but so after that first night, my feet were on fire and they were so swollen, so gross looking. Just not a good time. But Friday night, like our first ever Friday night, it was a nightmare. Our breakfast was a little slow, but then like once lunch hit, it was nonstop. And we usually close from like 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. to just for one kind of take a break from it all and then restock like all our sauces and redo silverware, get caught up on dishes and stuff like that. And then we open back up at 4 for dinner and then we close Friday and Saturdays at 9. So it was literally just nonstop, and which I guess you kind of expect that with it being like new, and it, it was it was wild. I don't know. I don't have time to do anything anymore. This is my first day off. I'm actually recording and going to edit and upload on a Monday, which I just don't recommend. But I had planned on recording last night, so that way at least today all I had to do was just edit and upload. But oh, it's been nuts. And this is our first Monday off, or our first day off since we started. And it's just been a shit show. Um, I got quite a bit of tips though. It's been great because I was able to pay off some things that I had owed on because we lost our job in November and I had to borrow money to pay December's, but I was kind of stressing about how am I going to pay January's. And I only just recently got that paid off when I had got enough tips up. So that was amazing, and I still have quite a bit left, and it's been going good money wise now, but mentally wise, it's not. I'm not doing okay. I'm not the greatest. So if this video isn't very long, I apologize. It's been a lot. All we do is, well, me, my mom, and my dad do, we wake up early and we go and take care of breakfast, and then about 10 or so, maybe 10:30, I'll come and pick Kenzo up so he can help us with like the lunch and stuff. I just realized I have my shirt draped over. Everything's a mess. I literally have no time for anything. Like I said, we get up early. I'm up at like 6 a.m. Have to quickly take a shower, get ready, and we're out the door by like 6:30. And we're literally there until 8 p.m. unless it's Friday or Saturday, then we're there till 9. And by the time we get home, we just have no energy because it is just constant, like nonstop. And there'll be a couple times where it's like a little like slower, so we'll sit and somewhat rest. But my mom is basically the only server we got. So when people come in, she'll hand out menus, take their drink orders, and then take their food orders. I try to help her with like the drinks, and then when she puts an order in, I go back there to help them. Kenzo's like on the grill part. He does like a lot of the burgers, does the toast, and he kind of bounces back and forth with like the fryer if he's not too busy. And then my dad, he'll do like the barbecue side plus like any of the sides that need plating and stuff. And then me, I got to make sure all the plates are correct. I'm bouncing back, helping with the fryer, trying to bounce out front to help my mom a little bit. Have to jump on dishes to make sure we have enough plates. And then, clearing tables. And it's just a lot to just constantly be bouncing back and forth. It's a lot. And I've also been feeling very just shitty. Like I feel like I'm being a shitty friend because like my friends will message me and sometimes I'm like so busy I won't get to it for a while, and obviously I didn't do last week's Mental Monday because it was like a few days after we first opened and I was literally just dead. As soon as I got home, I kicked my shoes off. Half the time I wouldn't even change out of my work clothes. I just would fall on the bed and be out. Yeah, I feel like a shitty friend, and I try my best to make time after work to just play. Not so much stream. I've not really focused on the streaming part anymore. But I try to make time to like at least play a couple games, and I do feel bad when it's only like 4 games and I'm like, all right, I gotta call it. I'm tired, and I just feel so bad. uh, like the 2 months that we were without a job, like I kept thinking, oh, I wonder what our next move will be, and I wonder how the next place is gonna go, stuff like that. And now that I'm living in it, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. But I don't know. For the most part, it's been somewhat nice. And a lot of stress. But also at the same time, a lot of the stress has been taken away because we can afford a little bit here and there now. Whereas before, we'd wonder like how are we going to make $20 just to get us like a snack or something. I don't know. It's been better. It's improving. And like I said, now these days I can actually walk after work, and that's been a huge plus. Next thing I have planned to buy is some shoes because I know that'll make a really big difference. And other than that, just kind of save because I still want to get a PC, so I've been saving for that, along with saving for shoes, along with saving just to have a backup. Stressed. I'm just bunch of stress right now. That's pretty much just been an update. Nothing new has been happening or has went on. I'm just gonna get into Discord really quick. Okay. Alright, so with the Discord, I asked, how have you been speaking to yourself lately? Is your inner voice mean, apathetic, or kind? And is there something you'd like to change about it? First one, without going into major detail, my inner voice, it depends on the day, I guess. Some days it will be very nice, but others, and mainly for the most part, it's been mean. I'd love to find a middle ground where it's not mean all the time. Yeah. What you say to yourself really matters, and even like small changes, small positive changes a day really just kind of adds up and makes a difference in the long run. Will it obviously improve like overnight? No. That's no. A good middle ground is a good place to start. Because even if you do make a lot of positive changes and you get to change that voice for the better. Like, I mean, there's still going to be mean thoughts from time to time, unfortunately, but finding a good middle ground is a good start. And like, say, like, if it's this, you're wanting to find the middle, even if it's, getting closer to the middle, not necessarily taking that big jump to the middle, that's even an improvement, just little changes here and there. Next one. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think my voice is more firm recently. I talk to myself in a way that you would talk to your child, if you have any. If I need to get something done, I'm not mean to myself, but I make sure to let myself know that life happens, but I still need to get things done. And I think that tells me that I've come a long way with my inner voice. I'm a lot nicer to myself now than I have been the past couple of years. That's, you kind of have to be stern, because a lot of the times it'll be like, yeah, I can do it later. But if you just have like a little more sternness and more I know what I'm trying to say, I can't say it, I'm not all here, my bad. Just back to being stern. I mean, if even if it's just like a little, no, get up and go do it now. Like, just nothing mean, nothing just too aggressive, just a little firmness in your tone to yourself makes a difference, and it'll give you that push to get up and go do it. I'm glad that it's been nicer though compared to a couple of years ago, so that's an improvement. Even if they were little baby steps to get where you are, it's still improvement. So good job. Last one. My inner voice is confused, always asking questions that even I don't know the answer to. It's always wondering and trailing off to different subjects and what ifs or hows. I have been focused and made it apparent what I want and need, but that voice that's just back there like, hey, what's going on out there? And I've been thinking positive, but there's a lot of recent negative weighing the positive down. I feel that. I can't ever keep my mind on a certain topic or thought in general. Like, I'll spend like maybe 2 seconds on it and then it'll just like shoot this way and I'm thinking about this and then it'll shoot that way and it's a mess. I get it. But it's understandable that even though physically you've made it known what you want in life, what you need in life, and then you still have that like, well, we're not on the trail, what's going on, that's so this is common. It's going to happen. But I have I've seen a change for sure. You haven't voiced any negative. Maybe we need to have a talk. But just, stay on whatever path you want and you'll get where you're going. I mean, things are already looking up now than they were even a couple weeks ago. So hopefully a lot of that negative goes away and makes it a little easier on your thinking. Now for my answer. I would not necessarily like right down the middle, but I'm sort of somewhat even with myself. There's a lot of days where I'm very mean and constantly nagging myself, but then there's also a lot of days where I'm changing the thoughts, and because like I'll have a start of like a mean thought and then I'll quickly flip it around to something positive. And I've noticed that has been making a difference, and I'm not as this is gonna sound bad. I'm not as like sad as I've been. I still have sad moments for sure, but it's been getting a lot better and a lot easier to like as soon as a negative thought starts, I'm pretty quick to shut it down and change it. And it took me a while to get to that point, but does it work every single time? No, there's still some hiccups with it, but for the most part, I would say I'm pretty somewhat in the middle with my inner voice being too mean or too nice. So, like I said, little changes to your thoughts really do make a difference, whether you see it right away or not. In the long run, it'll get a lot better. I don't really have anything else to say other than, I'm sorry for being so absent. I should have another video next week because I'll have next Monday off again. And then I'll have one more Monday off until hopefully we get some people hired and trained and ready to go. Then maybe I'll have a more set schedule. I'll keep Discord updated. If you're not in there, I would, suggest join it. If not, I'll just kind of see you in the next video otherwise. Yeah. I posted a couple updates on my TikTok as well if you want to follow. I think I have a link tree down there where it has all my stuff on there that I'm on. Yeah. Sorry, this was kind of a boring update. And I've noticed I stuttered and misspoke a lot of words. Like I said, I'm not fully here. I have a shit ton going on today, even though it's my day off. Got to catch up on so much laundry. Got to catch up on so much cleaning. Because like I said, we get home, we change, we're out. If we bring any drinks from home, from the restaurant home, it just collects on my desk because I'll take a couple drinks when I get home and I'm like, yep, good night. So yeah, we got a lot to do today and it's already almost 2 p.m. So that's great, amazing, fun. But anyway, I will see you guys next Monday. Hope you guys have an amazing week and an even better weekend. So bye.